Bannack, Montana, winter of 1863. The gold rush had turned this once quiet spot into a roaring boomtown. Wooden saloons lined the streets, the sound of poker chips and piano music spilling into the freezing night. Miners came from all over, chasing dreams of fortune. But with fortune came danger: stagecoach robberies, barroom murders, and gangs who ruled the roads. The town desperately needed law and order. That's when Henry Plummer arrived. He was charming, well-dressed, and carried himself with the confidence of a man in control. He'd been a lawman before, at least, that's what he claimed, and the people of Bannack elected him sheriff in hopes that he could clean up the streets. At first, Plummer delivered. He arrested drunkards, settled disputes, and made speeches about justice. But behind the badge, a different story was unfolding. Late at night, away from watchful eyes, Plummer met with a group of rough-looking men. This was the Innocents, a gang responsible for a wave of robberies and murders across the territory. Plummer wasn't just turning a blind eye, he was their leader. Stagecoaches traveling the roads out of Bannack were ambushed. Miners carrying gold were found dead on the trails. And yet, somehow, the criminals always stayed one step ahead of the law. Witnesses began whispering, "It's like they know our every move. It wasn't coincidence." As sheriff, Plummer knew exactly when shipments of gold would leave town and which travelers were worth targeting. He passed the information to his gang, splitting the spoils in secret. By the end of 1863, more than $100,000 worth of gold worth millions today had vanished. And those who resisted, they never made it out alive. The breaking point came when several prominent townsfolk were killed within weeks. Suspicion spread fast. A group of vigilantes formed, determined to take matters into their own hands. They tracked down members of the Innocents, capturing and interrogating them. Under pressure, the gang members confessed, naming Henry Plummer as the mastermind. The vigilantes moved quickly. On January 10, 1864, they surrounded the sheriff's house. Plummer was dragged to the gallows and given a chance to speak. He swore he was innocent. The crowd didn't believe him. The rope tightened, and Bannack's sheriff swung into history. But here's the twist: while Plummer's guilt is accepted by many, some historians argue he might have been framed. Could the confessions have been coerced? Could Plummer have been a convenient scapegoat in a lawless town hungry for vengeance? Then there's the gold. Despite countless searches, not a single confirmed stash has been found. Treasure hunters still scour the hills around Bannack, convinced that somewhere out there lies Henry Plummer's hidden fortune. Plummer's story is more than just a tale of betrayal. It is a window into the chaos of the Wild West, a place where justice was often delivered from the barrel of a gun, and the line between hero and villain was razor thin. So, was Henry Plummer the devil in a badge, or the victim of a rush to judgment? The answer might be buried under Montana soil right alongside his missing gold.